Hi folks, HR Funk back with another requested field strip video. Again for a pistol that I reviewed some time ago. This time the request is for a field strip on the SW99 pistol. The basic field strip that I'm going to be demonstrating should be the same for everything in the SW99 line. Also, this should be the same basic field strip for the Walther P99. One nice thing about this is it's extremely easy to take down, and if possible it's even easier to put back together. So let's take a look at this. I'll show it quick, and hopefully if you've been trying to figure out how to do one of these, this video will help you out. Okay folks, as always, the first step with any field strip is to make sure the firearm is unloaded. So I'm going to drop the magazine, lock the slide to the rear. I'm going to inspect the chamber area and the magazine well to make absolutely sure that I'm handling an unloaded firearm. At this point with the SW99 you can release the slide. You do have to decock the SW99. So with the slide mounted decocker I'm going to decock it. Now if you remember the grip that I showed in the last video, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go from a shooting grip to where I'm rotating my hand 90 degrees, putting my fingers on top of the slide, and I'm pulling back on the slide just far enough to take tension off of the recoil spring. Next you'll notice the tab here on either side. I'm going to put with my thumb on the left side of the frame and my forefinger on the right side of the frame. I'm going to pull down on those tabs and I'm going to release the slide, which will now come forward right off of the frame. At this point you're done with the frame. You can lay it down, turn the slide over to expose the recoil spring assembly, push in or forward on the rear of the recoil spring assembly, raise up on the rear portion, remove it. It comes out as a unit. You can't take this apart. Don't try to take it apart any farther than that. You can then, this portion of the barrel that is visible in the ejection port is called the barrel hood. If you push up on the barrel hood to raise the rear portion of the barrel, you can then slide it out of the slide. And at this point, you have completely disassembled your SW99 pistol. Reassembly is just as easy as disassembly. Start with the slide. Insert the muzzle portion of the barrel into the front of the slide. Lock it in place. You can now, if you'll notice, the recoil spring assembly has a rounded portion in the front and also round in the back, but notice the difference. It takes up the full diameter of the spring, and in the front it's a smaller portion. This smaller portion goes toward the front of the slide. Push forward slightly and locate that recoil spring assembly right in front of the rear portion of the barrel. You can see there's a cutout here for that to fit into, and it will stay there. You can then position the slide back on the rails, pull it all the way to the rear, release it, and your pistol is reassembled. And there you have it, folks. That's basic disassembly and reassembly of the Smith&Wesson SW99. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them below. If you have any requests for other field strip videos, be sure to send me those. I don't mind doing these because they're fairly quick for me to put together and get out for you folks to watch. And other than that, until next time, good shooting. Bye-bye.